A man who will bring with him acts of evil, destruction, and bloodshed on an intergalactic level. But the way in which he does it, the way in which he initiates it, has never been more cool to look at. The Oscar nominees for Best Film of the Year have come out. I haven't seen all of them. I'm going to be very honest. But my intuition tells me that the Oscars are seemingly waffling as they usually are. Because the Oscars, we all know, they're as relevant right now as my midnight shit. However, if we take a look through all of them, let's decide which ones are the true ones and which ones are the fraudulent ones. Films that should win Best Picture are probably between these two, Brutalist and Anora. If I had to guess, if we're being real here, one of these should win Best Picture, right? Nothing else. I like The Substance a lot. I don't think it's Best Picture of the Year, but I love it. I love The Substance. I haven't seen Wicked. I had no interest in seeing Wicked, but from what I've told, it's actually better than I would think it is, and it's probably the best musical of the year from what I've been told. Now, before we get to our next two, the ones that we really need to talk about, we need to address something, because a lot of people ask, is Zaffy woke? Why is he always harping on about how he's anti-woke in his videos? Is he actually woke, or is he just trying to not piss off the liberals, the woke mob or whatnot? Let me be absolutely clear about one thing, okay? I was once the most anti-woke person you've ever seen in your life, okay? To the point where I was destructive in my rhetoric, to the point where I was going crazy. I was unhinged. Since then, I've done a lot of spiritual growing through the use of recreational cocaine use. And I've learned that I need to be more positive, more compassionate towards all people. If Hollywood wants to be inclusive, that's fine. I'm going to go into movies with an open mind, even if there are red flags, woke flags, signs of wokeness. I'm not going to go in looking for them. If they're there, I'll accept them, and I'll judge it on a pure storytelling level, not a political level. However, I might be half blind, but I am not completely blind to Hollywood's pandering problem. Hollywood likes to tap themselves in the shoulders and harp on a moral high ground and tell you, the audience, how morally superior they are despite half their industry being filled with sexual degenerates and predators. I didn't want to go here. It's too dark a place to go. Okay? But I've seen The Conclave. Good movie. It's a well done movie. Nowhere near the best movie of the year, though. It is a literal Oscar bait film. The moment you see these movies, you know they're Oscar bait. You know exactly what they're doing. And when a movie panders to the point of Oscar bait, I die inside of secondhand embarrassment. I have to downrank the movie immediately. Emilia Perez, it could be a masterpiece. I've seen most of the movie through clips that have been sent to me, and my intuition tells me what I'm going to feel about this movie. I'm not bothering watching it. But from what I can tell, this movie is a decent film that has pandered so much that it's inevitably going to be shite. That's the problem. And when Hollywood panders to this level, we can't ignore it. Now, they can pander all they want. But Dune 2, I'm not saying Dune 2 is the best movie of the year. I don't think so. But if there should be a scene of the year or sequence of the year category, because this film has one scene that blows every other nominee out of the water. Now, I'm not a fan of Dune. I don't care about the books. I haven't read them. I don't care about the lore. All right. I'm not a fan of any of the actors, the main actors. I don't care about Timothée Chalamet or Zendaya. I think Timothée Chalamet and Austin Butler are overcast. I see them in everything now. It's annoying. I kind of want some fresh blood out there now, and I'm not even a fan of the first one. I liked it for the first half, then the pacing falls off a cliff for me. I think I fell asleep the first time watching it. I have no biases towards Dune. But when I saw Dune 2, Timothy, Denis Villeneuve, Hans Zimmer worked overtime. They cooked. My God, I wasn't expecting anything from this movie, and then I saw it. The sequence I'm about to talk about predates a freaking holy war that leads to the death of billions of people. There are evil acts that take place as a result of what is initiated in this sequence, okay? The mother, played by fine-ass Rebecca Ferguson. God damn, is she fine. This chick swallows blue worm poison and becomes she becomes a freaking activist for bloodshed. A fetus version of Anya Taylor-Joy is speaking to her and saying, we need Paul to become the Messiah, and we need him to raise an army so we can kill all these people. They are literally trying to tell Paul, you have to be a freaking killer. That's what is happening. She is so fine in the shot, man. What the fuck? She's literally telling her son, you need to be the Messiah that all these people worship. We told them this tale for a reason. You need to do this. And Paul is like, bro, this is fucked up. You're telling these people a tale about a Messiah who's going to control them and brainwash them into like a cult and make them go around terrorizing the universe. I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to be a man who's going to lead. He sees visions of death. He sees visions of death. And the funniest part, the girl he's in love with is part of the tribe that his mom wants him to control with this brainwashed storytelling lie of the Messiah, the Lisan al-Gaib, the Mehdi, the Quitas Taharaf. How many goddamn names does his brother have, by the way? And the funny thing is, he's seen the future in dreams. He knows that Zendaya will join him at some point. He knows everything's going to work out in his favor, but he knows the cost is so great. Everyone's about to die. People are about to die left and right. This dude is as conflicted as they get. His destiny is bloodshed and conquest. That's what it is. I haven't read the other books, but I just know people die as a result of this holy war. People are getting obliterated and nuked out of orbit. That's what this man's about to do. And it goes from, he needs to save this tribe of people to, I need to conquer the universe. This is the fucking thing. He doesn't want to be part of this chain, but he drinks the blue fluid, the water of life. And then somehow Zendaya brings him back by touching his lips or some shit. I don't even know how that worked. And he sees his entire bloodline on display throughout the stars. He sees that his mom was the daughter of Vladimir Harkonnen. He sees it all. I don't know. It was that scene was kind of just thrown in there. I was like, bro, this seems rushed to me. This is a really major plot point, and it's just like thrown in there. This is a flawed movie, okay? A lot of this was like kind of out of nowhere. But when it happens, they managed to make this wimpy, pretty boy who's surrounded by actors like Javier Bardem, Jason Momoa in the first one, for God's sakes, Josh Brolin, Thanos himself, Oscar Isaac. He's somehow the badass out of all of them. Somehow, because of this one scene. Look at this scene, bro! He enters and arrives to the south to meet the fundamentalists, and he arrives in style. I want to arrive to my high school reunion like this, okay? He arrives in style. Look at that shot, the worm! Shai Halud comes behind him. Aura! All the fundamentalists look at him like, holy shit, this is the Messiah. This is the prophet right here. And he walks through them. Look, he's embracing the dark side. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that! Zaffi Army, please. I need a welcome like this one day. I need an I'm him moment like this. It would be really nice if that could happen, okay? Once we grow to that level. And the aura behind this. Look at this. The sun was on him when he's looking, and then after he goes to the crowd, the darkness, he's embraced the dark side. This is such an amazing visual storytelling sequence right here. None of these Oscar movies, these Oscar nominees will ever make me feel this way. Never make me feel the way this scene made me feel. I'm sorry, it ain't happening, guys. He meets the fundamentalists. He's not allowed to speak unless he takes one of the chief's positions. He has to kill Javier Bardem, the general. He doesn't do it. He's like, fuck all of you. Fuck this tradition. I'm leading the way. He tells them, your mothers told you about me when you were still sucking on their breasts for milk. Your mothers told you about this moment. I am that guy. He takes up his rightful place as the Messiah. He tells them, I will take you to the promised land. Everything he said he wouldn't do, now he has to. Because he's seen too much. He's seen how the things go. He knows how he's going to win. And he knows this is how it starts. Fooling all these people, telling them the tale that'll make them die for you. This is the most vile shit ever. This is an act of evil that he has to, it's a necessary evil. Paul's not a bad guy. He's a good guy deep down who has to do a lot of bad things. He's an I don't even know if you can call him a hero, an anti-hero or a hero in any regard. This dude is a perennial glazer, and Josh Brolin is smiling like, yes, this is what we need. We need an army for military conquest. There are two sides. One is like, oh, he's going to lead us to the promised land. The other one's like, oh, fuck, all these idiots are going to work for us now. We're about to conquer everyone and get revenge on those mofos. It is such a terrible, morally bankrupt scene, but it's so awesome. It's so cool. The aura of the scene. You guys don't understand how much aura is in the scene. This is a very dangerous tale to tell these people because you know they're gonna die for you. They'll do anything for you. They'll be fucking blowing ships up randomly for you. Zendaya, a lot of my friends were like, Zendaya's annoying as hell. Why is she shitting all over Paul's moment, bro? Like, what? She's so annoying. Bro, dude, do you not understand? This woman doesn't believe in any of this shit. This is all like religious, hyper-spiritual nonsense to her that's used to brainwash her people and control her. So when her boyfriend is now taking the rightful place of this Messiah that he said he didn't want to do, and is now controlling all of her people into going to war in which half of them will die, of course she's going to be pissed. I would too. They wrote it so well. You could completely understand her character. I know, we love Paul Atreides in this scene. This guy took the fucking red pill. He's a Chad. He's Sigma male, but we need to understand this is not a good situation at all. This is a terrible situation. Then he goes in front of his army, pulls his dagger up, declares war. I need a shot. This is us, guys. This is us. One day, when we enter into Hollywood Hills and declare war on all those child predators that are over there, this is how it's going to happen, all right? I promise you. And then he drops the nukes right outside the Emperor's ship. Blows it to bits. Oh my God, man. This entire sequence, bro. This is like aura. And I'm sorry, Zoe Saldana, I love you. Mwah, beautiful woman. Gorgeous. Have my kids one day. But if it comes between this and her singing a song in a musical, silence! No! And you know what's really funny about Dune? Paul literally accomplishes every young man's dream. Okay, think about it. He beats the dude, the main villain, in a fight in front of everyone. All the chicks are watching, everyone's watching, okay? Then he makes the Emperor humble himself and bow down before him and kiss his ring. And then right after he does that, wins the whole battle itself, he's like, I'm gonna take his daughter too. Fine ass Florence Pugh. I'm taking her daughter and marrying her. And there's not shit you can do about it, bitch. That's what he does. All while Zendaya's watching. This is insanely vile, okay? And then the biggest glazer of all time, Javier Bardem is like, yes, this son I give. He's glazing you as you're doing all this. This is every young man's dream. This is like the highlight. This is the best night of a man's life. And then when he asks Paul, what do we do? What do you want for us now? Lisan al-Gib. And Paul's like, fuck, lead them to paradise. And the war begins. The holy war begins. This is such a problematic sequence of events because it's going to lead to a full... This is a man who's on his way to start a genocide. This is a really fucked up scene. This is so vile, so evil, but it's so fucking awesome. The amount of deaths are about to occur off this shit because of aura. We are allowed to like it because it has aura. That is what it is. That is why Dune 2 is better than all that other bullshit Oscar nominees, just because of one scene. This needs to win Scene of the Year. Him walking through the desert, meeting the tribes. Come on, man. You guys don't even know what the fuck. You guys don't even know. All right? If you want to know another scene that has aura in terms of how dark and brutal it is, watch my video on how Spider-Man got his ass whooped badly by Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1 and how that fight is better than most fights we see in superhero movies nowadays, all right? Like and subscribe, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. If you want to suggest video topics to me and discuss your favorite movies and your favorite film theories with like-minded fans in a community geared towards changing storytelling itself, join my free Discord right now. The link is in the description and probably in the comment section too. Join it. We're changing the game one Coke line at a time. See you on the other side.